सबको स्लाइड विजिबल है?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So starting with study of sepia. In sepia, you will be studying about classification of the animal, general characters of the animal, habit and habitat, external characters, as well as locomotion. This is the initial part. Now starting with the first thing, that is classification of the animal. In classification, you have to specify the phylum, class, order, suborder, family, and genus of the animal. Starting with phylum, the phylum for the sepia is mollusca. Mollusca क्यों? Because these are soft-bodied animals enclosed in a mental cavity, or rather they are enclosed in some protective shell or something. Those animals are classified under phylum Mollusca. Class Cephalopoda, these are those animals which have a large head and have arms present on their head. Basically, these arms are called as tentacles and they will be surrounded throughout the mouth, okay, so that they can grab the food, capture the food for that particular animals. These animals are called as cephalopods. Other than sepia, we can say octopus, loligo also belong to class Cephalopoda. Order Dibranchiata. Why Dibranchiata? Dibranchiata is because they have two ctenidae. Ctenidae means lungs. इनमें lungs नहीं होता है, इनमें क्या होता है? Gills होता है. So they have two gills, one on the right, one on the left. So they have two ctenidae and they have brachial heart. Again, their heart is a closed. इनमें जो circulation है, blood circulation, वो closed form में है. But their heart is divided into two sections. One which is attached to the right gill and one which is attached to the left gill. Okay, in the further pictures I will just show you how it looks like. Suborder Decapoda. Decapoda yani ki 10 legs. Okay, they have 10 legs or 10 processes which is around their mouth. That is why they are called as Decapoda. They belong to family Cepidae and genus of this animal is Sepia. So now if you look at this animal, this is how the animal looks internally. These are the arms or the tentacles of these animal. This is the mouth. ये सारे arms इस mouth को cover up करते हैं. Okay, and inside their cavity, जैसे मैंने कहा, नीचे पाउच जैसा होता है, कुछ ना कुछ प्रोटेक्टिव शीट होता है. जैसे कि शेल्ड एनिमल है तो उनके पास शेल है जिसके अंदर वो जाके छुप जाते हैं. इस एनिमल में एक मेंटल कैविटी करके है, उसके अंदर वो रहता है. तो सारे ऑर्गन्स उसमें सेव रहते हैं, whether it is digestive, whether it is respiratory, whether it is reproductive organ, सब कुछ वहां पे सेफ रहता है. Okay, so these are the respiratory gills. These are the branchial heart, जिसके बारे में हमने अभी डिस्कस किया था, and that is why we call it as dibranchiata. Moving to the general characters of these animals, sepia is popularly known as cuttlefish. These animals range from a size of 15 to 25 centimeter, that is 6 to 10 inch in length. The cuttlefish is listed under red list category of least concern. हमने सबने पढ़ा रहेगा IUCN के बारे में. I think in SY or FY you had this IUCN list, जहाँ पे हमने national parks बताए थे, brand animals के बारे में बताया था. We had told you what is IUCN Red Book. So under that red book, these animal cuttlefish are categorized as least concern because they are in very high number and currently they are available. So that is why they are put under least concern animal. The body and secondly also that they are used in fishing commercial. उन्हें कैप्चर किया जाता है and it is used as a food. But again, because of this huge capturing, the number of animals can get reduced in the water body. Because कई बार कैसे होता है, सिर्फ adult को capture नहीं किया जाता. Even the juvenile ones are being captured and being sold out. The adult one which is going to lay the eggs, उसको भी capture कर लेते हैं. Due to which what happens, the population size will decrease further after further. These animals are bilaterally symmetrical. So what is bilateral symmetrical? If you see this animal on the right side and the left side, it shares the same structure of body. Okay, so that is why we call it as a bilaterally symmetrical animal. It respires through gills. I've shown you the gills. Okay, so these animals, they respire through gills. The water comes inside the mental cavity, and from that water, जैसे fishes में कैसे उनके mouth में water आता है, उनके gills में respiration के through the process of respiration takes place. That is, the oxygen in the water is being taken by the gills, and the carbon dioxide is given back to the water, and then the water will come out from the gills. Okay, so similarly in these animals also, the the gases required, that exchange of gases take place in these gills. It can change its color to harmonize with the surrounding and may exhibit luminescence. These animals, sepia, जैसे कि हमने chameleon के बारे में पढ़ा है, they can change their color. Okay, they can change the color according to the background. They can turn brown, they can turn green in color. Okay, so similarly, even sepia has this quality of, you know, camouflaging itself and adjusting itself around according to the environment to prey an animal as well as to save itself from any big predator. The sexes are separate in these animals, that is, they are dimorphic in nature. Talking about habit and habitats, they are marine animals and usually remain near the surface of water. Water surface के पास ही रहते हैं. They are not found in very deep waters, but rather they are near to surface area or shallow water. Their body is flattened, which indicates that they are the sand dwelling or mud dwelling habitat में है. ये एकदम deep water को belong नहीं करते. ये sand और mud के आसपास पाया जा सकता है. It inhabits in tropical and temperate ocean waters. They are mostly shallow water animals. As I've told you, उनका जो body है वो indicate करता है that they are sand and mud dwelling animals, as well as they can be found near any shallow water body. These animals are present near the east coast of Asia, south coast of Asia. They are also found in Western Europe area, the Mediterranean Sea, as well as to the coast of Africa and Australia. Okay, so they are found in, जैसे मैंने कहा, Mediterranean Sea में मिलते हैं, North and Baltic Seas में भी इनके population करते हैं. Even though it is little away from Africa, but still these animals can be found in those areas. Talking about further on this, about their habit and habitat, these animals are carnivorous in nature. That is, they will feed on crabs, molluscan animals, other smaller sepias they can eat, or other oligo molluscan animals, then arthropodian animals. Okay, these small fishes. Okay, these animals hunt these the fishes or crabs with help of the tentacles. Okay, which is present near the mouth. Now coming to the external characters. External characters, the body is divided into two different parts. One is called as the distinct head and the elongated dorsoventral flattened trunk. The head, basically, it bears a pair of prominent eyes on the lateral margin at the extremity, यानी कि जो head का end portion है, sorry, head का जो end portion होता है, the head will bear 5 pair of arms which will surround the mouth. The arms are kind of modified foot, यानी कि जब उसे चलना भी होता है, when it has to just walk over the sand or the mud, it also uses these appendages. So these are kind of modified foot. The fourth pair is especially elongated in size and swollen in the terminal portion, and these are called as tentacles. So this is how a sepia looks like. This portion is the head portion, which belongs to the anterior most part of the animal body, and this is the trunk portion, that is the posterior part of the animal body. Talking about the head, which we were talking, it has a prominent eye. If you see the eye, it is present on the lateral side of the body. Okay, then talking about the head, this is the mouth. Okay, and this mouth is surrounded by these arms. Okay, these pair of arms, 5 pair of arms are there, out of which one is extended, and you can see small suckers like structure are present. Okay, Each pair bears on its internal surface numerous suckers, which are arranged in longitudinal rows except for the fourth pair. A sucker is cup-like formation which has a small cavity or a shallow cavity, and it has a small stem-like structure. जैसे कि leaf में किसी छोटा छोटा there is a small part behind the leaf. Okay, similarly, it has a stalk present in these suckers, and that staff will help it remain attached to the body of these arms. When the sucker is applied to an object, the contraction of the muscle fibers dilates the cavity of the sucker and so creates a partial vacuum, resulting in firm adhesion of the sucker to the object. ओके जैसे कि हम वैक्यूम यूज करते हैं, वैक्यूम पंप हो या फिर कोई there are some clips or hooks that can be attached to the wall. It has a small rubber cup on the back side, so when you put it, it creates a vacuum and can easily get attached to the wall or to any carpentry boxes which are present. So similarly, you can imagine the vacuum being created by these suckers on the object, whether it is an animal or whether it is any land form present inside the water body. ब्रीडिंग ड्यूरिंग ब्रीडिंग सीजन द फिफ्थ आर्म, जैसे हमने फोर्थ आर्म के बारे में बोला कि फोर्थ आर्म के एंड में टेंटाकल्स होते हैं, सिमिलरली ड्यूरिंग ब्रीडिंग सीजन ओनली the fifth arm of the left sides which are present on the left side will get modified into what is called as hectocotylized arm. Now what are these arms? These arms will help in copulation and such a change, this process where the arm is getting converted into a modified form, that process is called as hectocotylization. Now how does that looks? This is the sepia and these are the arms. So this part gets modified in case of male sepia, and this happens so that they can easily transfer sperm into the mantle cavity of the female sepia. So the process of that change that takes place in the arm is called as hectocotylization. The trunk is covered by a thick mantle cavity, or a thick mantle sheet is present in the trunk portion. Talking about the next thing in the sepia, that is cuttle bone. As it is called as a cuttlefish, there is a bone, endoskeleton present inside it, which we call it as a cuttle bone. Sepia has a shell present on the dorsal side. अब जब वो swim करता है, जो ऊपरी हिस्सा है हम उसे dorsal बोलेंगे, and जो नीचे वाला हिस्सा है उसे हम ventral बोलते हैं. So the shell is present on the dorsal side. It is embedded inside. यानी अगर mental cavity skin जैसा आप a thick piece of skin you can imagine, inside that piece of skin there is going to be shell. अदर मोलस्किन एनिमल्स में कैसे होता है, शेल बाहर होता है एंड द एनिमल विल हाइड आउट इनसाइड, बट इसमें कैसा है, द शेल इज प्रेजेंट इनसाइड द स्किन लेयर. Okay, it is embedded internally and enclosed in the mental sac. These bones are actually secreted by the epithelial linings of the mental cavities cells, and thus it is called as cuttle bone. The cuttle bone is unique feature of cuttlefish and is one of the feature which will help it to be distinguished from any other relative squids. जैसे कि squid में देखोगे तो तुम्हें से cuttle bone नहीं मिलेगा, octopus में भी आपको ऐसे cuttle bone नहीं मिलेंगे, सिर्फ cuttlefish में you will find this cuttle bone. It is flat, roughly oval in structure. ओके नाउ जैसे मैंने कहा वो कटल बोन कहाँ प्रेजेंट रहता है, दिस इज द डॉर्सल एरिया. ओके डॉर्सल एरिया की स्किन को अगर आप टेयर करते हो, फ्रॉम दिस पार्ट यू कैन रिमूव सच एन ओवल शेप्ड बोन which is called as the cuttle bone. It is flat, roughly oval in structure with rounded head on the oral end and pointed near the aboral end. What is oral and aboral? This part is oral, तो यहाँ का जो structure है वो थोड़ा rounded रहेगा, and aboral, that is the posterior part, there it will be pointed in nature, which looks like a sharp spine or a rostrum. अगर तुम लोग ने prawns देखे, prawns के head part में कितना spine एकदम sharp point होता है, उसको हम rostrum बोलते हैं. तो similarly you can see it is pointed on the posterior part. These cuttle bones are made up of closely arranged layers of calcium carbonate covered by a chitinous material. The laminae encloses air space between them to make the shell light. अगर shell heavy होगा तो वो cuttlefish float नहीं कर पाएगा, swim नहीं कर पाएगा water body में. So what it is important that the shell should be light in weight. The shell thus not only acts as an endoskeleton but also serve as a float. Being dorsally located, it helps in maintaining the equilibrium of the body. Now the next thing that we are going to learn in the sepia is about chromatophores. जैसे मैंने कहा sepia अपना color change कर सकता है, similar to that of the chameleon. Okay, and that is why it is given the name as chameleon of the sea. Cuttlefish can change color and pattern, including the polarization of reflected light. Light and waves की जो reflection से जो color create होता है, वो उसके according भी अपने color and pattern को change कर सकते हैं. And the shape of the skin to communicate with other cuttlefish, to camouflage themselves, as well as to display or warn off potential predators. तो वो आइदर दूसरे एनिमल की तरह बिहेव करेंगे, दिखाएंगे अपने बॉडी स्ट्रक्चर को, सो दैट उनके प्रेडेटर्स डर जाए एंड दे जस्ट रन ऑफ फ्रॉम देयर. It is due to presence of the chromatophores. It is due to presence of these chromatophores in the integuments. These, change in color happens. Chromatophores are sac containing thousands of pigment granules. Okay, so you can imagine a cell में से बहुत सारे nerves निकल रहे हैं and उसके पास सारे nucleus है, round में सारे nucleus present है. So such kind of small sac cells of chromatophores are present inside what is called as chromatophore sac. Okay, these are under the control of the neurocontrol. When they expand, they reveal the hue of the pigment. यानी कि जब वो nerve अपने आप को expand करते हैं, तो जो भी color अंदर stored है उस pigment granule में, वो color आपको reflect होगा, और जैसे वो contract करेगा, वो color बंद हो जाएगा. Cuttlefish has the following type of chromatophore: yellow-orange, which is the uppermost layer; red-brown or black. Red-brown or red-black is the deepest layer of the color. The cuttlefish can control the contraction and relaxation of the muscles around individual, यानी एक chromatophore के around में जो भी nerves है, वो उसे अच्छे से maintain कर सकता है, उसे control कर सकता है. Each and every action, like you can control the action of your fingers. आप हर finger का action control कर सकते हो. Similarly, this cuttlefish can control the action of each and every chromatophore cell present in its body, thereby opening or closing the elastic sac and allowing different level of pigment to be exposed. It discharges, other than chromatophores, there is one more thing about sepia, that it has an ability of discharging ink into the water from the ink gland whenever attacked by any enemy. The ink will spread in the water and form a dark screen, and the with presence of the screen, it can run away from the enemy, or it can misguide the enemy about itself. Okay, here is a video we have. Can everybody see this video?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Almost otherworldly ability to control their appearance. What makes it possible are these spots. They're called chromatophores. They're like tiny water balloons filled with colored pigment. When the balloons expand, you see more pigment, more color.
You can see the small things that are expanding and relaxing, those are all chromatophores.
The overall effect can be really dramatic, and for good reason. These animals don't have protective external shells. They're unarmored, naked, and they aren't great swimmers either.
This is an octopus.
Camouflage is their best defense. They have to be good at it.
And here we have a sepia.
Octopuses can change their body position and the pattern on their skin to match rock or coral. octopuses and cuttlefish can even change the texture of their skin to throw off predators, become bumpier and more rock-like. But squid often live in the open ocean. How do you blend in when there's nothing except water to blend into? They do it by changing the way light bounces off their skin. They can actually adjust how iridescent their skin is using light-reflecting cells called iridophores. They can mimic the way sunlight filters down from the surface, hide in plain sight. So how do they control all this color change? Is it voluntary or some kind of built-in reflex?
So here, when you see that particular portion, okay, on the skin of these animals, the one which is, getting brightened, then it is relaxing. All those parts are all chromatophores, which can relax and contract according to the nerves which the sepia is going to control. And similarly, you can see here how it has very well camouflage according to the surrounding by not only the color but also the texture of the body, the shape of the body. It can change and hide up itself. Now talking about the mental cavity. Mental cavity is a large sac-like structure making up the trunk portion of the sepia. Head हो गया, head के बाद trunk हो गया. It is closed from all the sides except for the mouth portion. जहाँ पे head है, उस एरिया में वो cavity, वो sac open है. अगर आप बैग इमेजिन करते हो, तो बैग कैसे सिर्फ ऊपर के साइड से ओपन रहता है, सिमिलरली ये भी मेंटल कैविटी भी सिर्फ ऊपर के पोर्शन से ओपन है, जहाँ उसका हेड लोकेटेड है. If you cut these animal in a longitudinal incision, okay, in mid-ventral portion, if you cut it mid-ventrally, you can see there is a hole. और skin को भी अगर आप cut open करते हो, you can see all the organs which are present inside the body, and everything is very well protected beneath the cuttle bone. The internal organ occupy the major portion of the mental cavity. Within the mental cavity lies the organ that is digestive, respiratory, reproductive, as well as in glands are present. It also includes a large tube-like funnel which is called as siphon. Tube-like funnel siphon, you can imagine a small pipe-like structure. It is present inside this cavity. It has a narrow external opening, यानी बाहर का उसका opening छोटा है, and internal opening is wide enough. Fertilization takes place in the mental cavity of female. So these are the few functions that are taken care by the mental cavity. So yeah, this part is the dorsal view of sepia, and this is the ventral view. In the ventral view, this is what we were talking about, the funnel, which we call it as siphon. So on the outer side, this funnel, on the anterior side, it has this very small, narrow-like opening, but inside it has going to have a wide opening, and it is very well connected by tissues to the middle part, that is the mouth part of the body. Moving further, talking about locomotion in these animals, in these cuttlefishes, the locomotion is basically of two types. One is with the help of lateral fins and the other with help of the siphon. अभी जो हमने siphon देखा, वो उसके मदद से भी locomote कर सकता है. Talking about lateral fins, it usually swims slowly by undulating movements. Undulating is up down का जो movement होता है, आपने अभी भी initial video में देखा रहेगा, उसके body के side में, on the lateral side, आप देखोगे कुछ ऐसे एकदम small thin cloth like structure. There is a feather like structure that is continuously flowing. So those are very thin fins which are present on the lateral side, and those are called as lateral fins. These are present all along the lateral margin of the trunk down till the apex. Siphon is the large tube which you had seen, which lies mid-ventrally. It is not present on dorsal, it is present on ventral side and on the middle. So that is why we call the position as mid-ventrally placed in the animal of the oral end. It is provided by nerve fibers originating from pedal ganglion. Now we know these animals are invertebrate animals. So the brain in them are in form of ganglions, and each ganglion is present at few locations so that they can control the functioning of that particular area. So similarly in sepia they have these pedal ganglions which will help monitor the movement of the mental cavity as well as the siphon which is present. The contraction of the funnel causes ejection of water. जैसे ही वो फनल कॉन्ट्रैक्ट करेगा वो अपने अंदर से वाटर को बाहर इजेक्ट करता है. जैसे कि आप यू कैन इमेजिन पाइप से वाटर बाहर कैसे आता है. सिमिलरली जब वो फनल को कॉन्ट्रैक्ट करता है वाटर एकदम फोर्स से उस फनल से बाहर निकलता है. एंड बिकॉज वो एकदम फोर्सफुली निकलता है इट विल हेल्प द एनिमल टू प्रोपोगेट इन द बॉडी फ्रॉम वन प्लेस टू अनदर. यानी कि एक प्लेस से दूसरी जगह पे शिफ्ट करने के लिए वो से हेल्प करता है. यू कैन इमेजिन वो वाटर जेट करके अब गेम्स वगैरह आते हैं यू नो स्पोर्ट्स से वाटर स्पोर्ट्स वेयर दे हैव समथिंग दैट दे टाई अप इन द लेग्स एंड यू नो दे कैन जस्ट स्विम ओवर द वाटर दे कैन जस्ट फ्लाई ओवर द वाटर बॉडी with help of that ejection jet propulsion which is present. Sepia moves forward by sudden forceful expulsion of water like a jet from the mantle cavity through the siphon. When the mantle cavity relaxes, the mantle cavity enlarges. यानी relax कर रहा है यानी कि उसके muscles open up हो जाएंगे. Mantle cavity open होगा and it will allow the water to come inside and then it will close the mantle. वो mantle कैसे close करता है? It closes by help of these pallial apertures. Pallial apertures are button-like structures which will lock the mantle cavity and will block the opening. Okay, mouth part में. तो जैसे वो ब्लॉक हो गया वाटर को अब वो फोर्सफुली सिफॉन को कॉन्ट्रैक्ट करेगा एंड फोर्सफुली इस वाटर को बाहर इजेक्ट करेगा. नॉर्मली द जेट ऑफ वाटर इज फोर्स्ड इन द ओरल डायरेक्शन. अगर आपने उसका डायरेक्शन देखा रहेगा वो ऊपर की तरफ पॉइंटेड है. इट इज डायरेक्टेड टुवर्ड ओरल डायरेक्शन. सो द एनिमल इज पुश्ड इन द अबोरल रीजन. अगर सिफॉन यहाँ पे है तो एनिमल किस तरफ जाएगा? इस तरफ जाएगा. यानी कि अगर राइट साइड में उसका सिफॉन फेस कर रहा है तो एनिमल विल प्रोपोगेट ऑन द लेफ्ट हैंड साइड. बट if the animal these animals can control the siphon direction, how it is? They will bend the funnel to the aboral region if they have to go to the oral direction. You can see it in this video as well. These are the lateral fins which you can see it is using, and it is, you know, the movement is called as undulating movements. These are the arms which it has, and within inside and enclosed is the mouth part. Now you can see how quickly it is shifting. Okay, this is the shifting is taking place because of the siphon. The siphon is ejecting the water on this side. You can see now it is going to turn the position. अभी तक वो अबोरल की तरफ डायरेक्टेड था, उस तरफ फ्लोट कर रहा था, राइट? बिकॉज सिफॉन का डायरेक्शन ऊपर की तरफ था. अब देखो वो उस तरफ चल रहा है. क्यों? बिकॉज सिफॉन को उसने बेंड कर लिया अपने माउथ के ये टेंटेकल्स की मदद से सिफॉन को बेंड कर लिया है सो दैट इट कैन शिफ्ट ऑन दी ओरल रीजन. सी हियर यू कैन सी द स्मॉल सिफॉन ओवर हियर. फ्रॉम हेल्प ऑफ दैट सिफॉन इट इज यू नो हैविंग दिस लोकोमोशन फ्रॉम वन प्लेस टू अनदर. अभी देखो उसका डायरेक्शन ओरल के तरफ है, ओरल पोजीशन की तरफ से उसका डायरेक्शन है. इट इज नॉट मूविंग अबोरली. दिस इज स्टार्टिंग. अभी देखो नाउ इट इज गोइंग टू मूव अबोरली. It will start shifting on the back side. You can see here now it is shifting back side. So this is how with the help of siphon it can move from one place to another. It is through the funnel the water is ejected out. So the tentacles, the arms which are present near the mouth, as well as the lateral fins and the siphon will help it to move, and thus they also form the food of these molluscan animals. The elongated tentacles and mantle cavity serve as a defense mechanism when approached by a predator. That's all for today. I hope सबको सारे स्लाइड्स दिखे हैं, सबको समझा है आज के प्रेजेंटेशन में क्या बताया. Yes everyone, is everyone awake or not?